everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Laura, and today we're doing another pick a card tarot reading, and this time we are going to take a look into your next relationship. So all you need to do is ask out loud or in your head, what does my next relationship look like? And once you've done so, take a look at all three of these groups on screen and select whichever one you feel most drawn to. We have group number 1, which is the After Tarot, group number 2, which is an Egyptian Tarot, and group number 3, which is a Cat Tarot. Once you've selected your group, you can either watch through or skip ahead to your reading using the timestamps. So do that now. And while I have you here, guys, I'm really trying to reach 10,000 subscribers. So if you are not subscribed and you're watching this, hit that subscribe button right this second, okay? I am sending so much good energy, good vibrations, and I will be lighting an incense, sending so much positive blessings to every single person who is subscribed to this channel. So if you're not subscribed, you're not going to get that. Sorry. All right. And I just want to let you guys know that whenever you comment how these readings resonate, when you like these videos, when you share these videos with your friends to see what groups they pick, you are helping this channel out so much, because by doing those things and engaging with the channel, you are helping push these videos out to more and more people. So thank you for helping me out in that way. And if you guys keep helping me, I will keep helping you and making videos for you. Okay. So if you're still selecting your cards, you can pause, but otherwise let's dive into group number 1. Hello, group number 1, and let's dive into your reading. So normally in these readings, I use oracle cards, runes, all sorts of things, but for some reason in today's reading, I just want to use tarot. And those of you who are subscribed and who have been here for a while, you know that I use a lot of mediumship and psychic abilities during these readings. So I just kind of want to see what comes through naturally. So first I want to do an energy check. I want to read into your energy, see where you're at right now. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming out. So you could be at a place where you may feel like there are no good options out there for people. Like you may feel like everyone who's like, for example, on dating apps or wherever you live, like most of them don't want something serious, or they just want to sort of use and abuse you, etc. So we're already in a pretty negative mindset. If you feel like you're there, you resonate with that message, this is definitely your reading. Also, another thing could be that you may feel like you're not 100% where you want to be at in your life right now. Like you may be working very hard and you may be very content with your life. You may be very happy with your life and enjoy being on your own. However, there's certainly a lot more that you want to achieve. Like maybe you want to make more money or get your own place. Yeah, Queen of Wands in reverse. You just don't feel like you're quite there yet, quite where you want to be at yet. Also with the Queen of Wands coming out in reverse, it's interesting. I feel like you're having these dreams, like literal dreams of being with people. You know, it may be a very animalistic sort of longing and desire that you have right now towards being with people. Like you may have been trying to take a break from dating because you may have thought like there's literally no good people out there. I just want to focus on myself, focus on my own goals. And then you're having these like urges, like these intimate urges, you know, maybe it's been a while since you've been touched, since you've been snuggled and beyond. And, you know, that animalistic part of your brain that desires that closeness, that intimacy, that close connection, that is what's sort of guiding you here in your love life. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. I feel like definitely if there's anything that needs to be worked on in your life, it is your sense of security within yourself. You have a lot to show off, and a lot of people are highly, highly impressed by what you have to offer. We see here, like this person is literally an artist. Like look at that absolute sculpture they created for themselves. They are extremely talented. And I feel like many, many people, group number 1, are impressed by what you're doing, really impressed by what you're doing and the life that you've built for yourself. You've really been watering your own garden in a sense. You know, you are probably physically stunning. And then on top of that, you may really have done some work when it comes to your mindset, and you have a lot to offer in relationships for sure. And for some reason, you just feel like you're not there yet, you know, but you are. So that's very fascinating. Let's see. Energy check for group number 1. Where's group number 1 at within themselves? 4 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you may have been taking a break from dating, or trying to, at least, taking a break from talking to people. trying to focus on yourself, but you just can't shake this feeling of like, I wonder what's out there for me. And so that may be what causes you to open back up, okay? Some of you, like, this feeling may even be coming through in your dreams at night. And it's like, all right, well, this feeling isn't going anywhere, so let's see where it takes us. Anything else? The Magician. Yeah, you're accomplishing a lot in your life right now. For sure. This is a very ripe time for you. I feel like this is a season of your life where a lot of your goals and dreams are really beginning to take off, and you're building a lot of success for yourself. And also, another thing that you might not realize is you come across as very confident, which is extremely attractive for sure. Like, because you're used to doing things on your own. You're used to solving problems on your own, figuring things out on your own. So it's not that unusual for you to approach relationships, or like, say you start talking to someone, you start dating, you might be very comfortable being like, okay, well, here's my number. Let's go out sometime. You know, you might be the one who feels comfortable leading and initiating. And that's totally cool, you know? And I don't feel like you were always like that. I feel like this is something that maybe has built over time. We have Judgment. Ooh. Yeah, there could be some people from the past that you really thought was your soulmate. You really thought they would be coming back around, or it would go somewhere, but I don't know if it really worked out. We have the Six of Swords. Yeah, getting yourself to solid ground. And I feel like you've been learning how to appreciate what you have in the present moment and not taking that for granted. It took a while. It took a few years. There's a few years where you were just really going through. It felt like the spirit, the universe, has been putting you through this sort of emotional healing course of life, if that makes any sense. Getting you to solid ground emotionally. Because in the past, you may have felt like you had very high emotional highs and low emotional lows. And if you compare that to where you're at today, you're much more calm, centered, peaceful, mature, and you're almost ready to bring in a really good soulmate relationship. You had to experience some bad relationships while you were sort of figuring yourself out emotionally, because those relationships were what guided you and allowed you to love yourself, have healthy boundaries, and look at yourself much deeper and understand how you relate to people and understand your own emotions. So very interesting stuff there. I'm already wanting to pull out Oracle cards. Man, I love Oracle. Okay, there's this one Oracle deck that I kind of want to use. It's called the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. I'm telling you, group number 1 in every single reading I do is always like my experimental group. Like, what do I want to use? What cards do I want to pull out? So we will pull out the Chakra Wisdom Oracle and see, again, this is an energy check for you, and then we're going to dive into your next relationship. So essentially, this is like, that was too many cards. This is like, if this part of the reading resonates with you, then keep watching. Guilt with the sacral chakra. See, this is something else too. You may be guilting yourself because you're like, well, there's so much I have to do. There is, I didn't reach all of my career goals, my personal goals. I have this, I have that. I don't have time for dating. I don't have time for other people. So that may be one of your big blockages when it comes to attracting this next relationship. You may be somebody who's addicted to being productive, or feeling like you have to get everything done. If there's things to do on your to-do list. I just saw 111 on the clock too. Wow. Confirmation there. Miracle with the solar plexus chakra. I feel like you guys are really connected to spirit. Again, I'm seeing so much confidence here. And you are a lot of people's miracle dream person. For sure. Like, a lot of people would love to be with you, but the problem is a lot of people don't know how to be with you. Because you need somebody who is high caliber on your level. Yeah, you guys are extremely high caliber people. You take pride in your appearance. You have done a ton of emotional work on yourself. You show up in relationships ready to give, but having healthy boundaries. Honestly, you're the ideal romantic partner. But the problem is, you know, there's thousands of people who may want you. But once they have the opportunity with you, they don't know how to handle it, because if they haven't done that same work, if they're not on your level, if they're not a high caliber person like you, they're going to fumble it for sure, big time. And we see that in the judgment card. Somebody may have totally fumbled you in the past. Totally fumbled you. It could have been the most perfect relationship and they completely messed up. Okay. We have acceptance coming through with the root chakra. See, you have all of the lower chakras present here. This is another thing about you. I feel like you're somebody who can lose yourself in sensual desire, aka you're really good in bed. Like, aka you don't overthink things. And again, I'm just getting dream person energy here. Oh my gosh. You guys are a whole catch for sure, whether you realize it or not. So I'm really curious to see who is going to connect with you. So I'm going to put all these cards back and we're going to ask the question, what's your next relationship like? What is this person like? Okay. So what should we start with? Let's start with them. That's where you're at currently. Where is this person that you'll end up with? Where are they at during the time that you begin this relationship, or the time that you start dating each other and seeing each other? Who is this person? Where are they at? King of Pentacles. I love this for you. Okay, so this is masculine energy, older. They don't have to be a man. They don't have to be older than you. These are just most likelies. Okay, even if they're a woman, they could be very like masculine energy. This could also be an earth sign. They don't have to be, and that would be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take that with a grain of salt, because whoever this is, they just give off earthly energy, even if they are a different sign. They may have a lot of earth signs in their chart overall if you're into astrology. This is somebody who is really connected to nature in some way, okay? I am seeing visions of something, and this will look different for all of you. But for example, this could be somebody who really likes hiking, or they really like climbing, bouldering, scuba diving, things like that. Things really connected to nature. I am not seeing things like hunting and fishing though. Okay, this is somebody who likes outdoor activity, working their physical body. If they've ever gone hunting and fishing, they're not like passionate about it. Specifically, this is somebody who enjoys the athletics of being outdoors and the connection to nature that they feel when they are outdoors. I'm seeing this as somebody who likes cooking. And in fact, they may try to woo you by showing you pictures of their cooking, or, you know, this is somebody who understands that a lot of people don't cook or don't clean or have these sort of basic skills that everyone should have. And they're like, yeah, I'm grown. I'm full grown. I wash my butt. I cook my own food, you know. I use fabric softener. These things that are so basic, so adult, that so many people somehow just don't understand. So yeah, I'm seeing cooking. That may be one of the early things that they try wooing you with, like, oh, I gotta cook for you sometime. And that may actually be what gets you to come over their house for the first time. Yeah, they may promise you some cooking, things like that. They're very down to earth, easy to talk to. I love the King of Pentacles. Honestly, the fact that you have a king or queen coming out, that's always a really good sign in readings like this, because this is somebody who's mature. King of Pentacles is also somebody who feels the absolute most comfortable in a committed relationship, which is no surprise there, because this reading is literally your next committed relationship. So this is somebody who really thrives in that. They do not like the concept of like just constantly meeting new people and just having casual connections all the time. Even if they had that in the past, they don't feel fulfilled by that. You know, this is somebody who has hobbies. They enjoy those hobbies. They just don't have the time or energy to juggle so many different people. You know, they just want one person in a deep connection, somebody they can cook for, somebody they can spoil. You know, that's what they really appreciate the most. This is somebody who's very loyal. Even if you are somebody who is non-monogamous, polyamorous, they are not. Okay, this is somebody who only wants one person. That's what I'm seeing here. And that one person is obviously you. Let's see, what else am I seeing here? I feel like you're going to be very attracted to them for some reason. And honestly, I hate giving physical descriptions because this is a group reading, right? So all of your people are clearly going to look different. But for some reason, I'm seeing like a little bit darker features like brown or black hair, brown or black eyes. That may be apparent, okay? Regardless of ethnicity. Okay, let's see. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming out in reverse, so more earth energy. This one's in reverse, though. So this is pretty interesting to me because I'm getting the image here in my mind of like, this may be somebody who hasn't really been in a relationship in a long time. Or they just didn't prioritize relationships for a long time. So they may be a little bit shy or out of it a little bit. Like not, I don't know. Let's get more cards. This is a tricky energy coming out with the King of Pentacles. Another thing I'm seeing for some of you, and this will not resonate with every single person. For some of you, this person may have a roommate who they don't quite get along with. We have the High Priestess. Okay. This is somebody who is very intuitive. They pick up on energies. Third eye is open. Even if they're not somebody who is, you know, like a tarot reader or seer or really, really into it, like most of you watching are. This is somebody who is very intuitive. They can pick up on unspoken energies and body language for sure. And they may have their own spiritual beliefs that really align with yours as well. I'm not getting that they're like a complete atheist, for example, but I'm also not getting that they're religious. So this is somebody who has spiritual beliefs, you know, whether they are deep into that, like us, or not, you know, that is their own prerogative, but this is somebody who's thoughtful, reflective. They are honestly giving me, it's not that they're introverted, but they feel very intelligent. You know, I feel like intelligent people who can pick up on energies very easily, sometimes they're not the loudest person in the room. They're not constantly going out and partying. You know, they just want like deep connections that are fulfilling. Yeah, Three of Cups, ironically, as we're talking about this. It's a nice balance. They want to have friends, have fun, go out and all of that. But with this Three of Cups here, I feel like they really prioritize having a smaller group of people around them that are really close, intimate, know all of the details about each other's lives, instead of having a massive group of people who they barely know and just partying all the time. This person is very thoughtful and intelligent. I love it. Three of Cups is also showing me you guys might actually meet possibly through mutual contacts, but you don't necessarily have to. Or one of your first dates may involve wine, because I'm looking at the grapes here around them. And then even the grapes on his thing. So you guys both might be enjoying like wine, food, culture, things like that, like fanciness. Not like super duper looking down on you fanciness, but the finer things in life. Good food, good wine, good company. I love that. Okay. Who is this person? Who is this person? All right, Three of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This person could be from a different culture or not. Wherever you're living at right now or where you're meeting them or whatever, it might not be their hometown. You know, they could be from a completely different city or country. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this may be somebody who is pursuing a higher education. They could be working on, you know, a PhD or something like that, for example. They could be somebody who is being trained in a certain job at the time that you meet them. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you know, it's a little frustrating for them because I feel like their work or studies is taking a lot of time around the time that you meet them. However, they also, while doing that, are wanting to experience the local culture of where you live, wanting to, you know, explore and try new restaurants, go to the various parks and museums and things like that may be in your neighborhood. And they may feel like they don't necessarily have, they're juggling a lot is what I'm trying to say. They're juggling a lot, and yeah, it feels nice though. That may be some insights into who this person is further. Okay. Your next relationship. We have strength. I love this. This is a really great quality. This is somebody who understands that relationships take work. You know, you have to talk to each other, have to share your feelings, have deep discussions, all of that nature, like pick each other's minds, essentially. And this is somebody who's going to want to work through any shadows that you may have in the relationship. So very beautiful. Any insecurities that they have, they're going to voice them to you, and you can voice your insecurities and like work through it together. It's extremely beautiful. I love this relationship so far. I love this person for you. It's feeling really nice. Okay. So I feel like that is all I want to look at when it comes to this person. I'm going to put these cards back. We are going to dive into what the relationship is like. Wow. I'm so not used to doing readings without oracle cards anymore. Getting back to my roots here. Well, actually, my roots are not using any cards. I used to sell psychic readings, and I would not use tarot cards at all. It would just all be from intuition, mediumship, shamanic journeying, things like that. Okay, I definitely want to get back into that a bit more. So here's what your relationship looks like. 9 of Wands in reverse. So I think at first there's a lot of timid energies here because you both may have sort of felt like that there's a lot of people out there who don't want something serious, who do want something more casual. And going into it, you know, you may be suspicious due to those bad experiences from the past. Like, is this a real person? Is this somebody who, you know, actually wants to grow and evolve? You're both like that. See, even in the after tarot, because in the normal tarot, it's just this one person here. But it's like you're both sort of being like cautious. You know, is this a safe person to open up to? Building trust slowly. And seeing where it goes from there. We have the Page of Cups. Oh, yes. You both want this from the get-go. You know, it's not going to be a connection where it's like one person says, oh, I'm just looking for something casual, and then you like somehow change their mind, which is totally unhealthy. This is like you're both wanting something more in-depth, more sociable and committed, you know, wanting the same thing, being on the same page here. It's just a matter of, do you feel comfortable enough to communicate that early on? And, you know, seeing where it goes. 3 of Cups. Yes, again, this is confirmation for a lot of you. This might be somebody who you meet through mutual friends. You don't have to meet through mutual friends. So if you have other means of trying to get to know people, by all means, keep doing that. But yeah, I don't know why I keep coming back to these themes of good food, good drinks. Even if you're sober, you know, this could even be like mocktails or something like that. And bonding over that. Very beautiful. Lots of water energy here in this reading too. Some of y'all may be water signs, or they could be water signs, and that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And there's a creative flair to the both of you. I think you both have an eye for creativity. So let's see, how does the relationship look like? I'm going to just shuffle all the cards up and we'll flip them over one by one. I feel like that card wanted to come out. Okay, King of Wands in reverse. Let's see. So we have the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. I don't know why, and I just saw 2222, 2222, which is a great number for connections and deep conversations. I don't know why. I feel like both of you may be at a place in life where you either already make a lot of money, or the career path or life path that you're on has a sort of limitless abundance, or like has the potential to be making a lot of money. For example, like this may be a future doctor, or you may be a future doctor, or whatever field you find yourself in, there could be a lot of prosperity in the future. You might not necessarily have that together right at this exact moment that you start dating, though. Does that make sense? So it kind of is a good pair in that regard, where there's like a lot of ambition here, a lot of potential for growth individually. and seeing where that takes you. Judgment is coming out. Very fascinating. Usually when judgment comes out, this can sometimes represent like past energies, looking back on the past and deciding, you know, what elements of the past you want to bring into your future and which you want to leave behind. I'm seeing a decision being made, a very clear decision being made in this relationship. Like, this is what we're going to be. It's a strong label. I feel like you're going to label this relationship very early on, to be honest. This isn't going to be one of those things where you're going to be dating for several months, like, oh, what are we? What are we? Like, I feel like you're going to label it very early on, because I feel like in the past you both had sort of confusing situationships and you're both at a place where you don't want that anymore. So that's beautiful. I like that message coming through. 3 of Swords in reverse. Wow. Yes. Okay. This actually makes a lot of sense next to the Judgment card. This is one of those connections where when it begins, I'm not saying like you're obsessed with your ex, and I'm talking to you, group number 1. This isn't talking about this person, it's talking about you. I'm not saying you still have feelings for your ex or any old situationships or lovers or anything like that. However, I think if you really admitted it to yourself, like if certain people came back around in your life, a changed person, quote unquote, you would accept them back. And when you get into this new relationship and it becomes committed and you're like falling in love, you are not going to want to talk to anyone from your past anymore. Like all of those feelings will completely dissipate because of how much better, how much nicer and kinder this person treats you. It's like there's no guessing around. Like this, it's like this new relationship doesn't make me guess what we are. I know what we are. This person shows me that they love me. They know how to do basic things like cook and clean for themselves. They are romantic. They are definitely looking for something more romantic. Then we have the 3 of Wands coming out in reverse next to that King of Wands in reverse, next to the 3 of Cups. Again, it's giving that message of like, this could be somebody who is very new to the culture or the area. So you may take on like a sort of, not like teacher role here, but kind of show them what this area that you live in is all about. King of Wands in reverse here. I don't know why I'm just viewing this as passion. There may be some insecurities at first. I mean, with the 9 of Wands in reverse, there may be some insecurities. Like this could be a relationship where this person is so attractive. Like it's really hard for you to believe that they're not somebody who just gets around willy-nilly and like doesn't want a relationship. And the funny thing is they think the same thing about you. It's like this person might be too good to be true. I feel like you're both cautious about each other at first because it's like this could be too good to be true. You know, this person is too attractive, has too many good qualities. Like they could have anybody they want. You know, why would they want to settle for just me? But it's not settling. You know, you're both kind of in the same boat with that is what I'm thinking. So try to get your insecurities under control is what I would say. Remember how amazing you are, how glorious you are. You know, another thing I'm seeing here, this person may be a little bit more on the shy side. So they could be like 10 out of 10, looking like a model, romantic, all that. But they could be a little shy. You know, they may not necessarily meet up with people all of the time and meet new people all the time and have these one-night stands like your imagination is imagining, you know? They're not really giving me that vibe. Even if they've been like that in the past, they're not giving me that vibe. Like I said, they keep their circle small. They like focusing on their own little hobbies and things to do, so very beautiful. So I wanted to keep this video a little bit shorter, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This is an amazing relationship. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm going to be doing that spell that I told you, lighting an incense for all of my subscribers, sending you good vibrations when it comes to your love life. So if you're not subscribed, you're going to be missing out on that free good energy coming your way. So make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and I would love if you would comment down below how this resonated with you. Share this video with your single friends, see what kind of relationships they'll be getting into as well. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, if you have like more questions about this or anything, I actually do have a specific video or a specific reading on my website that you can get called the Future Love reading, and essentially just take a look into specifically your person, because this is a group reading after all. Or if there's any other questions you have about literally anything in your life, I mean, all of my readings are pretty self-guided. You ask questions, I do your reading and send it back to you within 7 days. So that is on my website, spiritpsychic.org. I also have my intention oils there. In particular, the Goddess Energy Intention Oil is really good for attracting love, so I would recommend that. Also, the Third Eye Open oil is great for attracting soulmates and spiritual connections. So on my website, spiritpsychic.org. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome. Let's dive into it. So we're going to do a predominantly just tarot reading today. Normally I use oracle readings on this channel, but I figured let's have a nice, sweet, short reading with the tarot. So this is going to be your energy check where you're at now. So if this part resonates, this is your reading. First card out, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is coming out in reverse like this. So a lot of you who selected group number 2, you may be somebody who is very individualistic. You may have a certain sense of style and identity that is definitely not the typical identity, the typical person, the average person. You don't conform to what other people are doing, how other people are dressing, and how other people identify. A lot of you watching could be artists or business owners, or just like I said, really on your own individualistic sort of path in life. So that is very fascinating. We have the 5 of Cups coming out and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And I just saw 111 on the camera timer. Wow. Okay. So there could be some mourning taking place in your life. Some of you may have recently gotten into a breakup, a separation, or you're just sort of at a place in life where you are thinking a lot about the past. With the Ace of Wands coming out in reverse, you may have some more sensual desires for passion, for closeness, but you may not necessarily want to give up the history just yet. I am seeing here for some of you watching, definitely not the majority of you, but some of you may be already in a sort of unsatisfying relationship currently, or like I said, you recently have left. Your most recent failed relationships have been dissatisfying or disappointments, and for some reason, the idea of you meeting someone new, starting something with someone new, maybe, and I just saw 222 on the timer, maybe, I don't know, putting you off a little bit. Some of you may be wondering, am I even ready to date? Am I even ready to open myself back up? You might even feel like you don't really have that much to offer right now. Maybe you have a busy schedule, or you feel like you don't even have extra money left over to date. Let's see, where are you at right now? Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. There's a lot of busyness taking place, a lot of different things that you're juggling right now, different creative projects, different goals, different responsibilities in your life. So there could be quite a bit of stress going on for you, and you're trying to juggle all of those things. We have the 4 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Wow. You guys are really in control of your lives. You're giving off super mom, super dad energy, even if you're not a parent. It's just you're doing it all. You're managing your life very effectively. Another thing that I'm seeing here, guys, you're very intriguing to people because you're so different. And I keep coming back to this sort of entrepreneurial, individualistic energy. Some of you may be queer identifying. What I'm trying to say is who you are as a person, no matter how you identify. is like you're one of a kind. And sure, you could say that about everybody, but no, there are definitely people who, are a dime a dozen. And you're not one of those, You have a very unique style, very unique confidence about you. And people are very intrigued by what you do in life and what you are doing. You're a natural born leader. You naturally are somebody who can take an idea and turn it into a reality, and that's something that a lot of people can't really do. A lot of people on this planet, they really need that guidance. They need somebody else to be the visionary. They need somebody else to be the leader and be told what to do. Whereas you're the person who is the one telling others what to do. Like, that's the sort of person you are, a trendsetter, a leader. And so you do have a lot of redeeming qualities here. A lot of qualities that people find very attractive. You may find it a little bit difficult to date because people like you are very hard to find. You're definitely a part of the smaller percentage on the planet. And you may be like not feeling like you want to give away your time, your energy, your resources willy-nilly. It may be hard for you to find somebody who isn't intimidated by you, because they may look at your life and see how put together you are, how put together your life is. Like, a lot of successful energy I'm feeling from group number 2, whether you realize it or not. Like, a lot of you are probably like homeowners or business owners, or just somebody who has life really balanced, really figured out for yourself, even though you're not perfect, because no one's perfect. But the interesting thing about this is you don't really view yourself in that way. With 4 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles in reverse, you may have like every dime accounted for in your life, or every minute scheduled. Like, I'm seeing like a very busy schedule already, or a very tight budget already. And it's not to say that you are poor or you're lacking time or lacking money. It's just the second extra time comes in, the second extra money comes in for you, you immediately are like, okay, well, I could spend this towards this thing, which will be a good investment towards the future. Very type A personality. Most of the time, not all the time. We have strength coming out in reverse. Yeah, I'm wondering here if you are somebody who actually prioritizes relationships at this time in your life. Are you somebody who is willing to make time for a relationship to come in your life, make space for a relationship to come in your life? The example that I always like to use is based in Feng Shui. If you're trying to attract love into your life, one good thing you can do is really clean up your bedroom and make it very open for love to enter, like have both sides of the bed accessible. Maybe even have like an empty drawer waiting for a soulmate to come fill their things in when they stay over. Make it clean. Throw out all your old underwear with holes in it. Things like that, like simple energetic things like that. That's like prepping and priming your space for love to enter. Making sure that Friday nights or Saturday nights are free for you. So if anybody comes along and wants to ask you out on a date, you're free those days, Make space for this love to enter. I feel like that may be something that you've been lacking recently. There's a lot going on. Wow, we have the Emperor. Yes, see, I keep coming back to this, like, you are a leader, you are in control type of energy. And then we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, but there is a part of you that is longing for this deeper 10 of Cups energy. See, there's a really committed relationship here. They even have children, a happy, happy home and family. This is like complete emotional fulfillment. No matter what your family looks like, your created family looks like, whether it's children, whether it's cats, whether it's dogs, whether it's just you and somebody you can share your life with, I feel like you may be craving that. So I am going to pick a few cards from the Chakra Wisdom Oracle to, again, just do a little energy check on where you're at right now. And then we're going to dive into the person that you're going to end up with. And then we'll dive into what your relationship itself looks like. So let's see, one more card. Okay. We have Vanity coming out for you. And I'm not viewing this in a bad way at all. This to me shows that you're very physically attractive and you put a lot of effort towards that physical attractiveness, which I think is a good thing. Okay, this isn't like vanity in the negative aspect of it. This makes you even more attractive to people, but also more intimidating to people, when you take good care of your appearance. We have completion with the sacral chakra Yeah, you are somebody who has had a lot of endings in life. You may have had a lot of deaths. Maybe you grew up in like a more violent community. Maybe you just had a lot of deaths randomly in your life, or a lot of friendship breakups or breakups. You had to say your fair share of goodbyes. You're somebody who has seen the shadowy elements of the world. Definitely not giving off somebody who is very privileged and maybe hasn't gone through much in life. Like, I feel like group number 2, you have gone through quite a bit in life, which also gives you this sort of depth, a sort of edge to your soul that people can pick up on, this internal wisdom that you really carry. And, these experiences are what caused you to have such great discipline with yourself and essentially be successful in life. The most successful people in life, like truly on all levels, tends to be the people who have gone through the most challenges, because in order to reach success, we have to go through the shadows, the challenges, the growth state. Any form of growth is challenging. So yeah, that's what people don't always see about you. Then we have service. Wow, you're a very kind person. Some of you could even be in the service industry, caring for other people in some way, their bodies, minds, souls, spirits in some way, but very caring person. And also look at these sacral chakra energies coming out. There's 2 of them. And this is sexuality. This is sensuality. People are very attracted to you. What can I say? You're really connected to the earthly realms in that way, allowing yourself, and even with this fire energy here, allowing yourself to lose yourself in the pleasures of life. So that's very beautiful. Similar energy came out for group number 1 too. But yeah. So that's where you're at. If this resonated with you, this is your reading. So we're going to put these cards back in the deck, and we're going to set the intention to see into this person that you'll end up with. Who are they? So your next relationship, who is the person that you end up with? Okay. Let me know in the comment section how you guys have been doing. Let me know what kind of pick a card readings you want me to do in the future. I've clearly saw that a lot of you like love readings, so I've been trying to post more of those. We have the 9 of Wands. Okay, this is somebody who has been hurt in the past before. They have been wounded in the past before, so they're a little bit hesitant when it comes to opening their heart back up. Okay, which makes sense. I mean, the older we get, the more baggage we carry leading into new relationships. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's going to want to take it very slow with you at first. See how you guys vibe with each other, spend time with each other regularly without pressure of growing into anything more. Like literally just getting to know each other as friends, and then maybe on a more intimate level, and just building that trust up slowly with each other. It feels like a very naturally forming relationship. We have the 2 of Wands. This is somebody who's ambitious. They are a dreamer. They could be having some sort of big dream that they're working on at the time that you meet. So for example, they could be wanting to move to a certain location. Like maybe their dream is to have a plot of land that they can just have fun with, and they're saving up for that. Maybe they already bought the plot of land, they're building a house. They could be working towards some sort of degree, higher education. They could be wanting to travel more. This does feel like somebody who likes to travel, but this is somebody who's ambitious, and they want somebody else who's ambitious, and that is definitely you. Okay, we saw that for sure during the energy check. So I think that's one quality that you guys are gonna have in common, wanting to see more of the world, get your lives to better places. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, there's a sort of natural component, natural element to this person where they really prioritize having good chemistry with people and not having to force the interaction. So to me, like, they're not even going to end up in a relationship with you in the first place unless there's like a nice charm, a nice back and forth, a nice chemistry. So clearly you have that with each other. It feels really natural. It feels good. So on your first date, even if you're very anxious beforehand or nervous beforehand, it's going to flow very smoothly. You're going to have a great conversation. That's what I'm seeing. Almost feels fated. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords kind of coming out neutral on its side here. And this, again, shows that communication that we just talked about. This is somebody who loves talking. And the two of you can talk for hours and hours and hours, losing track of time, and then realizing that several hours have passed by and you're like, oh my gosh, where did the time go? So that's really cool. I love those types of connections. Also, it feels like they want to bring in a fresh new reality. You know, I'm getting images in my head, actually. Like, this may be somebody who, after a while in this relationship, you both may move together somewhere really new. Like, for example, if you're living in the city right now, you may move into the mountains. Or if you're living in like the country land or like small town vibes, you may be moving into a bigger city. I don't know why that sort of big change with each other seems to be coming through here. It seems connected to what they already want and dream for themselves, and you may even want and dream for yourself low key as well. And then together you can like really make it happen. So let's see what else wants to come out. Alrighty. 7 of Pentacles, working really hard. This person, I really do feel they're an extremely hard worker. They may have a hard time keeping still sometimes, you know. They have like 1,000,001 projects going all the time. You know, they have their ambitions that they're working on, but then on the side, like they may be fixing up their car, or they may be like doing a renovation, or they could be, I don't know, fill in the blank. There's so many things, like joining a group to learn something new. It's just, they're always keeping busy. They always have some form of project going on at all times, which I think is really cool. So this person is giving off like jack of all trades type of energy, even if they do have their like one specialty thing that they're really, really good at. So cool. They feel handy. I don't know why. They feel like they know their stuff. Like they know a lot about many different subjects. And I don't know why I keep thinking like they might know how to like fix things. Weird. Ace of Cups is coming out. Love, 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 fertility as well. This person may want children or pets, animals, innocent beings, innocent souls in your relationship together. They may really want to form something new from the love that you share. 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Fascinating. Now, this is normally a card of marriage. It's interesting. I don't know how they really feel about marriage, and I don't think they do either. Like, I feel like they may be open to the concept, but not necessarily pressured into getting married at a certain point in time or rushing into that. Definitely with that Ace of Cups, though, they are wanting emotional depth. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Emotional depth and like a family type of energy with somebody who wants to move forward with them. 5 of Wands in reverse. This person may have had a little bit of a falling out with certain family members of theirs, or they might not be emotionally close to certain family members of theirs. And so because of that, I am seeing that in relationship with you, they're wanting to sort of make your family their family as well, which I think is sweet. Or even just like start a new, fresh family. And I use the word family loosely, somewhere else. Family is really the people who you choose to be closest to. So if neither of you feel particularly close to your families, I feel this strong energy of like, you know what, how about the two of us just go and start over somewhere else together? Like start somewhere new together. And if you have really close family that you don't want to move away from, I feel like they are wanting to incorporate that into being like their family as well, like wanting to go to your family dinners, being very active in that regard. So that's fun. That's exciting. But if you're wanting to be with somebody who like you want to be close to their family, I'm not sure if this person can really offer you that, because they're either like at a distance physically, mentally, emotionally from their biological family is what I'm feeling there. Okay, we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Oh gosh. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. Wow, a lot of defensive energy. And we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. I feel like we need one more card here. A lot of defensive energy. Definitely having a dream. You know, this is a situation where like their dream isn't going to be complete until after you guys start dating for a while. Like they may tell you their general ideas of like ambitions, what they're working on, but I feel like together in the relationship, their ambitions are going to change a little bit. And then incorporate you a lot more, obviously. And I feel like what they want may actually change. Wow, Two of Cups, exactly. They really prioritize the relationship. Absolutely. I love how that was the last missing card. This very loving, healthy connection. This is somebody who, you know, their romantic partner is their family. And I think that's very sweet. They may come from a family that argues a lot, or maybe had some abuse, some neglect, something like that, or addictions. So yeah, they're feeling very romantic. And I feel like some of those more romantic qualities, you're not going to see them right away. They'll come out the deeper you get with this person. And then that'll turn into them wanting to like travel with you and incorporating you and your life into their dreams. So it's like they were planning their life, you know, from this perspective of, well, I'm single right now. This is what I want to do, you know, and then they meet you, and then their plans may change a little bit to include you in it. Okay, let's see how the actual relationship is going to go, though. How's the actual relationship going to unfold? 3 of Wands, yes, love that. This is a lot of traveling that you guys are going to do together. A lot of like, I feel like in this relationship, you will both reach your bigger goals as well, like while this relationship is taking place, reaching higher levels of success. I don't know why I'm seeing like increases in raise or the amount of money you make may increase together, like while this relationship is taking place, thus elevating your lifestyle, thus being able to travel more, enjoy luxury things more. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Cups upright. Okay, I'm seeing a shared community that you guys will have, shared friendships that you guys will have. I don't really understand this 2 of Swords right now. Let's see what comes out next to it. We'll come back to it. There's a lot of happiness with these 3s, though. A lot of sort of passionate traveling type of energy. We have the Emperor in reverse. The World in reverse. Yeah, I'm seeing there could be some... how do I put this? This could be like the perfect person in your eyes, but there could be some mild annoyances about this relationship. Like, let's just say they live in a city and you live like right outside of that city, and just going to visit them may be a bit of a struggle, or them visiting you may be a bit of a struggle. You know what I mean? It could just be a little bit of an annoyance. Another thing that I'm seeing here is that you may be at like different stages in your life. For example, one person may have a full-blown career or like their own business, and the other person may still be in school. One person may be a homeowner, the other person may be renting an apartment. You know, there's sort of different... You're at different places in life. It feels like you're the right people, a lot of cool similarities, different places in life. That will be the biggest challenge in this relationship, I think. Let's see. Or like with the 2 of Swords in reverse, I'm wondering if there will be an issue with adapting and creating like a third life together. Almost, I feel like that's how this relationship will work. You, for example, if you both have your own places where you live and you both love where you live and you don't want to move into each other's houses, this could be like you both sell your house or end your lease and move into a place you both like together, you know? I feel like that is the sort of compromise that this relationship is going to require. We have the Moon in reverse. I don't know why I'm getting some apprehension here. We saw that 9 of Wands earlier for your person, and again, that could show like feelings of being scared of being like hurt again. And, you know, the moon card shows a lot of emotions in this relationship, a lot of emotions you both feel towards each other, and fear of like, I really hope this goes in a great direction, but how is this going to work in the future? We don't know how it's going to work in the future. And just having the trust where your instincts and emotions are trying to lead you, really. Okay. We have the Devil in reverse. Yes. Yes. There has been either like addiction, abuse, neglect, bad experiences in the past. And I really feel it coming from your person. And it's really healing to be in a relationship with somebody who loves you unconditionally. It's like the biggest healing balm in connections, in relationships. So I feel like you guys will really heal together and discover new parts of your personalities together. We have the Ace of Wands, so much passion. You guys are really, really attracted to each other. There's almost like a feral attraction that you guys have towards each other. And I feel like that sort of feral attraction may make the challenges of this relationship a lot more bearable and doable. We have the Six of Swords. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like the theme of this connection feels like you're both ascending and getting to higher places in life together, like in the connection. You're doing it as a team. And this can also show moving somewhere else entirely together. Starting like a third life. Like you have your own life currently, they have their life currently, and you both get together and start your own lives together somewhere else entirely. Wow. Fascinating. We have is this the Page or the Queen? I think this is the Page. Page of Pentacles coming out. Yes. Increased money, increased wealth. Also enjoying the physical luxuries of life together. King of Wands coming out in reverse. One thing that's going to be important here is to remember your autonomy in this connection. I feel like this is definitely a relationship where you're both really into each other, but it's important to remember like balancing your individual identities with the identity of this relationship. You know, it's important to take care of all three of those things. Like you take care of you, I take care of me, and then we both take care of the relationship. Stunning. Ace of Pentacles. I love it. 2 aces. I mean, whenever there's aces in a reading, especially multiple aces like this just shines so much positivity, especially when there's advice in the reading. It's like, it's not as negative as it sounds. I promise you, this is a really good situation. Also, like I said, like there's more money happening here. This person could be very wealthy. Or just be really good at bringing money in. They may have a lot of skills. And also, while you're in this relationship, I feel like you also keep increasing the amount of money that you make individually. So this could be a connection where when you first meet, you may be like normal, and then you ascend to like a very wealthy space in life and enjoy that wealth on things like travel, culture, experience. So it's very fun. And we have the King of Swords coming out in reverse, right next to that King of Wands in reverse. Fascinating. You know, one thing I'm seeing here, this is kind of coming out of the blue a little bit. There could be other people in your life group number 2, that you may be worrying about when it comes to you getting closer to this person. Like the closer I get to this person, the more I create my life with this person. Is that going to destroy the relationship, the connection that I have with these other people, whoever they may be, whether it's close friends, whether it's family, whether it is maybe even another love interest that you have right now that you don't want to miss out on, you don't want to lose. I don't know. It's interesting. It's like if I accept this love into my life and I start a new life with this person, will I have to walk away from other connections? There could be some, I don't even want to say that there's jealousy here because I'm not really feeling jealousy. But I think you may be overly concerning yourself with making the people around you happy instead of allowing yourself to be happy and opening yourself up to love, to this relationship, and to the changes that this relationship will bring. Let yourself be happy for once, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. We're going to keep it there. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. I'm going to do a little ritual after these readings are filmed where I'm going to burn some incense and send you all so much luck in your love life. So if you want to receive that good energy, make sure you're subscribed, because if you're not subscribed, you're not getting it. Okay. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye. Okay, group number 3, welcome. Let's dive into your reading and see what your energy like is first right now. So we're going to do a little energy check on you, and if this part of the reading resonates, then this is your reading, and if it doesn't resonate, go select another group. So we have the 3 of Pentacles coming out as your first card. Very beautiful. Very talented people selected group number 3. You are artisans, craftspeople. You are very creative and probably have a little bit of a following. You could be quite popular amongst people like you or people who do similar things as you. So that's very beautiful. Some of you could be freelancers or just somebody who has a very unique and specialized gift that you share with the world. Okay. A lot of people like flirting with you as well. I know that's random, but we have the Chariot and the 6 of Wands. Yes, popularity. I'm telling you, you guys are very popular if you selected the Chariot. A lot of people follow you, admire you, want to be you, want to be with you, for sure. Like, I don't know why that is. Let me know down below. If you know why that is, maybe you have like a thing that you do that's very popular. Maybe you're just a very charming, charismatic person in general, but I am telling you, you're very popular, okay? Even if you don't realize it, you have a lot of eyes on you. A lot of people enjoy what you're doing and want to keep up with what you're doing, okay? The energy you give off, the energy you project into the world itself is also one that is almost addicting for people to connect with, because people feel really inspired and uplifted when seeing what you're doing and when being around you. We have the Chariot coming out as well. This is forward movement and momentum. Very beautiful. And I don't know why I'm seeing this message here of you maybe had to figure things out on your own. You know, you might not have had a ton of help from your parents or a ton of help from anyone in your life, really. Another thing I'm seeing is you may have a lot of experiences that weren't super structured. Like I've met a lot of people, for example, in their 20s and 30s who go to school and they only travel and have experiences through their school, through their programs. And with you, I feel like you plan all of your own things. Like you do things on your own. You're used to sort of being the driver of your own vehicle in life, if that makes sense. So very interesting. One of your main goals right now could be to see more of the world or grow like as an adult, as a person. We have the Queen of Swords coming out in reverse. Okay. And we also have the Knave of Pentacles. Interesting. So I feel like a very hardworking energy from a lot of you, trying to make a name for yourself in this world and expand your influence, your popularity, your leadership. Okay. You're already pretty popular. You may be trying to expand it even more for whatever reason that may be. This could be in business or even just, expanding your friend group, talking to more people from different places, etc. With the Queen of Swords coming out in reverse, however, one thing that I'm seeing, and this may be a bit of advice for you, is that you can definitely share more of yourself, your personal life, and your emotions with the world and in what you're doing. I think that may be a good idea to just let people in a little bit more when it comes to your life. You may, I don't want to say you're shy, but if you're wanting to draw more people in towards you, I recommend really sharing more of your thoughts and feelings about things. I don't know why I keep feeling drawn back to like the idea of social media. I'm wondering if you're meeting your next relationship through social media, or even if this is someone you already met and you don't really talk to that much, and then you start posting more of your feelings and personal life on social media, and they really, really like you, and then they may reach out that way. I'm not saying that's exactly how all of you are going to meet your person. However, that may be something there. We have the Tower coming out. Wow. You leave a very strong impact on the planet, and I feel like a lot of what you're doing is dismantling toxic truths of our current culture, you know, speaking out against things that are wrong. And I don't know, I'm just getting this outspoken sort of energy for you. Maybe recently, group number 3, you haven't been as outspoken, or you haven't been sharing that much with the world. But I'm seeing here, like, you know, maybe you've been hiding away. Maybe you've been in your house a lot recently, or just, you know, in a little hibernation, separating yourself from people. It's time to get back out there, you know. I don't know why I'm seeing like taking more pictures of yourself, sharing more stories of your life with the world. Stop hiding. We have the 2 of Wands coming out in reverse. Yeah. Yeah, I think once you start showing the world who you are a bit more, that's what's going to lead this relationship towards you. So, yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. And this is really a card about protecting your energy. I feel like you maybe have been a little bit overprotective of your energy and who you spend time with. You know, it's like, oh man, there's this thing that a lot of spiritual people have been saying, like when you went a little bit too hard in the protection rituals and now like you have no friends, you know, that may be where you're at currently. And again, like I said, like open yourself up, share more of yourself with others, share more of your stories, your ideas, your beliefs, who you are. And that may be what brings this connection in. We have the 7 of Swords upright. Oh, wow. 2 7s. And we have the Death card upright. Wow. Endings and new beginnings. So, yeah, 7 of Swords is definitely a card of selfishness. It can be a bad thing. It can be a good thing. But in your reading, I'm feeling like it's actually a good thing. You know, allow yourself to be a bit more, I mean, how do I put this? It is not narcissistic to take up space in this world and to share who you are with the world. Some of you maybe have been protecting yourself from heavy criticism or certain individuals, or just protecting your energy in general and just closing yourself off. Try not to close yourself off. Okay. We're going to get some chakra oracle for you. See where you're at. We have creation. Yes, you guys are divine creators. Exactly. I saw that in the very first card, 3 of Pentacles, divine creators. It's important for you to share more of those creations with the world. I don't know why I keep feeling drawn back to social media, like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you know, wherever you create, even if it's like blogging. Man, get yourself back out there. I don't know why. This may be the answer to a lot of your questions. We have enlightenment, solar plexus chakra here, which is the chakra of confidence. There are certain areas of life where you have a lot of wisdom, a lot of expertise. You've been enlightened. Those are the areas that you're being asked to guide and give advice to others, share your personal stories, share your messages, put it out there. I'm also seeing you're going to connect with somebody probably who is also an enlightened individual in some way, shape, and form. And we have the crown chakra over here with creation, taking these creative ideas from the ethers, from spirit, and bringing it down into physical form, physical reality. So you guys are certainly divine creators. Absolutely. If this part of the reading resonated with you, this is your reading. So I'm going to put all these cards back, and I'm mainly just going to use tarot in today's readings. Usually I use tarot and oracle, but I don't know. I've been feeling very, like it's been a while since we did it, like just a tarot reading. So this next part of the reading, we're going to see who the person is that you're connecting with in your next relationship. So who your future partner is as a person, as an individual. Let's see. Okay. We have the Hermit in reverse. This is somebody who is a bit shy. They're a bit of a loner. And at the time that you meet, they're probably going to be quite lonely. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I like people. I think the best people for us are people who who aren't constantly trying to make themselves the center of attention. You know, they're more quiet. They're introspective for sure. Deep thinking. They could be, I don't know why, I just thought of the word researcher or teacher. Somebody who seeks, regardless of what they do. This is somebody who seeks truth in things. They like exploring things mentally. They have a very open mind, non-judgmental. Knight of Pentacles is coming out. Wow, you know what I realized? Knight of Pentacles came out for every single group. Wow. This relationship will unfold slowly but surely. This is somebody who likes to take their time in love in a good way. Stable, reliable. You're not going to be questioning like if they like you or what you are. You know, what you see is what you get with them. And this is somebody who likes to plan for the long-term future. There's no rush in love because they plan on sticking around forever, hopefully. But they want to go about things and do things the right way. You know, like they want to make sure the first date is perfect. Like they're taking you out or you're taking them out. And, you know, there's no things that could possibly mess things up or make it weird in the future. We have the High Priestess coming out. Yes, again, that introspective energy. Very, very deep thinker. Very spiritually connected as well. For sure. I feel like the Hermit and the High Priestess go very well together, actually. This is this person's energy. They read a lot. Very knowledgeable. Let's see. I keep coming back to this energy of like being a little shy, a little reserved. Oh, wow. Isn't that funny too? Because for your energy check-in, we saw that your energy currently, you're being asked to put yourself out there more. Put your ideas and thoughts out there more. So I'm wondering if some of you have already began talking to this person and you match with them, you connect with them because they resonated with this energy within you of sort of hiding a little bit, not like in a negative way, but like not having to show the world everything about you, you know. I don't know why I'm seeing, it's funny, this person might not use social media that much. But the ironic thing is for you, I kept seeing social media for some reason. Or like putting your creations out there in the public in some way, even if it's like flea markets or something. We have the Three of Swords upright. Okay, this person, wow. I don't know why the word homesick just came to my mind, or like there could be some big ending here that happened in their life. And we have the Seven of Wands coming out as well. This is a card of self-defense, really, and standing your ground. Even when life is handling you a lot of battles, a lot of challenges. This person is a warrior, a fighter. But around the time you meet them, there's an element of this person that's a little bit sad. They could feel lonely. And you're the person to fix that. When you first meet them, they could feel very lonely, like a fish out of water type of feeling. Really desiring something deep with the High Priestess, really deep. They don't like surface level connections. We have the Empress in reverse. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting a little bit of pessimism, but it's not like a permanent personality trait of theirs. It's just around the time you meet. Four of Pentacles upright. Okay. This is somebody who does not like spending their money willy-nilly. If they have a lot of money, you probably wouldn't know it right away because they aren't super flashy. They keep that to themselves. I think you'll like being with this person, though. We'll look into your relationship after this, but I actually think you'll like being with this person. We have the 3, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why some of these cards have the numbers and some of them don't. 8 of Cups in reverse. So this person is wanting to go out of their comfort zone when it comes to the type of people they connect with. I feel like their exes before, people they connected with before, were very much not like you. And they're viewing you in this sense of, wow. Like absolutely wow. Like I've never been with somebody like you before, but in a good way, you know. I think you might be a league above their exes or people they've dealt with in their past. You know, a notch above those types of people. Let's see what else wants to come out for them. Where are they at? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Like you might meet this person at a difficult time in their life. Like if they just experienced a death or a separation or a big move away from their hometown, home country, and they feel like they're by themselves. We have Queen of Wands in reverse. Lots of feminine cards in reverse here. It feels like they're missing their divine feminine energy. But then we have the High Priestess. Really wanting to connect with somebody on a spiritual, deeper level. Like that's their number one thing. And I'm sorry that this reading is coming across as so negative. It's just, it feels like there's something missing from this person's life. And that thing is you. You're the one missing from their life. They're missing love so much. There's like a deep sense of loneliness and man. Okay. We have the Devil in reverse. This is actually a really good card in reverse in a reading like this because there's some hedonistic elements of this person. They may have some interesting kinks. Okay. They may have, they may be very interesting in that regard. Let's just put it like that. Also, something I like about the Devil when it comes out in reverse, to me, it represents everything fun that an overly conservative religious person would hate. Things like good music, you know, good sex, good things in general. Very fun. This person likes to have fun with the people that they're dating. They like to indulge in a lot of sensual pleasures, like going out to live music, having good drinks, and, you know, going home and enjoying each other. You know what I mean? Like you'll always have a lot of fun with this person. I think they're just really missing that person for them. This is somebody who can't date somebody who they view as not intelligent. You know, they could be like what is that called? A sapiosexual. They need to date somebody who is very smart and has a lot of depth to them. And you're that person. Like they really do think that way about you. Okay. 9 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Man, I hate to like keep repeating the same message over and over and over again, but I just can't get over this sense of like they are looking for their fulfillment, their 10th cup, their person. They're really missing it. They know what they want. They know exactly what they want. They want their person. And then we have the Ace of Wands coming out in reverse. Okay. Also interesting. Ace of Wands came out in reverse, I think, for every single group as well. You know, I think the reason why that came out is because there's such a culture right now about having casual relationships that aren't committed. And I feel like this is sort of rejecting that culture. This is somebody who really does want a relationship. And you know what's funny? I feel like most people want in-depth, beautiful, loving relationships, but society and trauma, it just has us convincing ourselves that we don't want those things. And I feel like this is somebody who rejects that notion, and they'll be pretty upfront with you. Like, no, I want something more long-term, you know, with somebody who has a lot of depth. It's not just sexual. It is beautiful on all levels. So I like this person. They're a little bit mysterious, a little bit hard to read. It feels like you're really going to get to know them once you get to know them. Okay. This person seems to actually protect their aura, their energy, because it is a little harder to read them. So yeah, they're going to come across a bit as a mystery to you. And the more comfortable you get with each other, I think the better and better and better this relationship will get, and it will unfold, you know? So very interesting. So now we're going to put these cards away and dive into what your relationship together will be like. Okay, so now we're going to get a look into the relationship itself. And again, we're just going to use tarot cards for this. What will your relationship look like with this person? All right. We have the Chariot. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. When I view the Chariot, I view like starting a home, having a really amazing home together. Home life is going to be really important. And I feel like this is the type of person where you can have like your dream living situation with. Even before I started shuffling, I took a little break between me reading into your person and now. And even then, during that break, I kept thinking of like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like having a conversation with somebody about where the ideal place is to live with each other and finding that ideal place where everyone is happy and gets what they want. I'm also seeing traveling here as well, which seems to be pretty common. I mean, all three groups had a theme of traveling, but specifically the home is just really standing out in this relationship. You guys might be some homebodies together. You might really enjoy things like snuggling. So we have the 9 of Swords coming out in reverse. Okay. Wow. You know, I feel like you both might have a history of, you know, having your ups and downs with your mental health. And it's nice to create a safe space for each other and each other's emotions, and knowing that you're with somebody else who gets it. I'm also seeing with the 9 of Swords in reverse, like 2 people up all night. So you might both be night people, staying up all night, snuggling, talking, eating food. You know, it feels very cozy. It feels fulfilling. Wow. Okay. What else do we got? Okay, I'm not sure. These are kind of neutral. They're not coming out upright or in reverse. We have the 3 of Cups. Oh my gosh. And the 6, 7, 8 of Cups. I'm laughing because the 3 of Cups upright came out for every single stinking group with all of the different tarot decks. That card kept coming out. Oh my gosh. Yes, you are certainly going to enjoy each other's friendships and family. For sure. Like, you have your own little group of people that you love spending time with together, which I think is really great. Having friends as a couple, it's just so fulfilling. I don't understand couples who like have their own individual friends and they don't ever like unite. I don't get it. Like, when I'm personally dating someone, I want to share every inch of my life with them. Like, here's all my friends and here's all this and all that. And I don't know. Maybe that's just me. 8 of Cups is interesting too, though, because this shows, I feel that during this relationship, you're both going to feel called to make certain changes in your lifestyle that are more healthy and in alignment. I'm also seeing improving knowledge and expertise with each other. Very fascinating. Okay. We have the 8 of Swords coming out in reverse. Yeah, we keep coming back to this theme of like being in your head, overthinking. Maybe you both have suffered from depression or mental health issues, like we said. And when you guys get together, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. You both decide, you know what, we're going to live a healthier life, have a healthier mindset. And maybe you start working out together. Maybe you start eating better together. Maybe you sort of kick bad habits together. And it's not saying that you shouldn't start doing these things already as an individual, because you should. You know, you shouldn't wait until you have somebody to do this with. However, it's really, really supportive. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like you guys are best friends. Like, you are best friends who really, really support each other. And then on top of that, you have all of these deeper emotions. So I really like this. It is looking so good. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse. And we have the 4 of Swords in reverse. I feel like one thing I want to tell you with this is, while you're dating, while you're getting to know people, try to avoid individuals that can't seem to be functioning on their own. You know, I think it's one thing to meet somebody who is maybe a little bit lonely and desiring an intimate connection, really supportive like we see here. But it's a whole nother thing to say, my life is miserable. I can't live without a partner. I can't live without you. That then becomes unhealthy. And what I'm seeing in your reading is before you meet this person, you may connect with someone else that maybe isn't as good for you. You know, they have unregulated mental health issues that cause communication problems and jealousies and things like that are a bit more toxic. And I want you to sort of let that sort of person go and make space for this better person for you. Does that make sense? Just make sure that you are having standards and boundaries and, you know, dating healthy-minded individuals. Because sometimes what happens is we have a soulmate. We have somebody we're like sort of destined to be in a relationship with. But before we get into a relationship with them, we may connect with people at a similar lower vibration than them. So for example, with this person, they're sort of deep and brooding and very thoughtful. And when you first meet, they're a little lonely. They're wanting their person. And you're going to be great support with each other. You're going to be very snuggly, night people. Very cool. However, before you meet this person, you may connect with somebody who has a lot of similar qualities. Like maybe they're also a night person. Maybe they also have gone through a lot in life, you know, whatever. Similar personality traits, but they're showing it in a more shadowy, toxic way. I don't know how to describe it. Have any of you ever noticed that before, though? Like, sometimes there are just people who are like a stepping stone type of person towards who we're really meant to be. And the lesson in that is to not settle for that which is not healthy or good for you. King of Chalices is amazing. This is somebody who can have in-depth conversations. You both have really in-depth conversations. There's a lot of love here. Also, so much open-mindedness that you both share. I'm seeing conversations about the universe, about aliens, about everything, like totally everything. And like I said, holding space for each other, wanting something deeper. And then we have the Seven of Cups upright, which is very dreamy. I feel like you're going to come up with so many ideas together, like, oh, we could start a podcast. Oh, we could start our own little pottery thing from the basement. We can have we can grow all of our own food. We can do this. We can do that. Let's get into candle making together. Like, I just feel like there's going to be so many things you guys do together. You guys really feel attached at the hip and obsessed with each other, but in the healthiest way possible. Does that make sense? Like best friends with so many ideas of things that you can do in your future. We have the Two of Swords. There's a lot of peace here. I don't feel like you're going to get into many arguments. That's the thing. Like, you just get into discussions. If you disagree on something, you just both share your side of the story and meet in the middle. Like, it really doesn't have to ever be a fight. Honestly, you can go your whole life without getting into a fight with somebody. I don't know what people mean when they're like, all relationships or all couples fight. No, they don't. They get into disagreements, sure. They get into discussions, sure. But you don't have to like raise your voice and yell and get nasty. And I feel like this relationship is cool because you guys don't do that with each other. Beautiful. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. This is spending money on gifts. I don't know why I'm seeing a lot of cute gifts for each other. Being able to spend money on hobbies, business ideas that you both share. And then we have the King of Wands, which is very warm. Yes, well-traveled, cultured. This is fun. I love this. You guys, this is the type of relationship where if any of you are at a party and the other person isn't there, you'll enjoy it for like the first minute and then you're like, man, I really wish my partner was here. This would be like 10 times more fun. Truly, like you are best friends. I absolutely love it. All right, final card out. And really in control of destiny, of your reality. Also, there's so many swords here. And then your final card was the 9 of Swords in reverse. Oh wait, didn't we already do that? Did I say this was the 9 of Swords and this is actually the 6 of Swords in reverse? Oh my gosh. Well, the 9 of Swords in reverse did come out. So, or wait, no, this is the 9 of Wands. Oh my God, now I'm getting confused. Okay, this is the Nine of Wands. This is the Six of Swords. Okay, now we're clear. Now we're clear. Nine of Wands in reverse, which again, this is one of those cards that kept coming out for the other groups as well, showing that sort of fear, like, oh, I love this person, but do they love me? I feel like you're going to have one of those moments where one of you opens up and you're just like, man, I really love you. And if you don't feel the same way, that's fine. But I just really need to get that off my chest. Wow. Wow. Now I keep looking at the Six of Swords and I can't remember. I'm like, did I say that was the Nine of Swords? I did, didn't I? Well, I think the message with that was still accurate with the mental health and everything. But yeah, Six of Swords is a whole nother story. We see here a little cat writing down things on their desk. Very studious. Researching, learning. Yeah, I see you guys learning so much about each other and just picking each other's brains. And, you know, you're the type of couple where I feel like if either of you are making a decision in life, you go to the other one. Like, what do I do? What would you do? And you just talk it through. I don't know. You're a good partnership. That's what I'm trying to say here. You're good partners in life. And because of that, you're both going to grow and succeed more together than you would on your own, which I think is the mark of a healthy relationship. So this is very beautiful. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe if you have not already. I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers, so please subscribe. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.